Hi everyone, Jennifer Blevin-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Today we're going to talk about the pricing for the 2025-2026 seasonal influenza vaccine. You can see here that we are on the cms.gov website, and it is their vaccine pricing page. This is where they keep updated resources for people regarding all of the vaccines that they do cover. Remember that Medicare does not cover all immunizations, so you would want to reference this if you're not sure which ones they do. If we scroll down here, you can see that there is payment information for Part B vaccine products. So that's telling you that this is what Part B coverage for Medicare patients covers. And it goes through the vaccines here, the payment methodology, the timing, like when it is covered, and any additional information that is significant that you need to make note of. You will see that the influenza vaccine, the payment limits are established annually, which they just came out. I actually checked last week and they were not out yet. So it's only been within the last week that this has been released. And the prices in the CPT codes that we're going to go over are only effective between August 1st of this year through July 31st of the following year, which in this situation, it will be August 1st of 2025 through July 31st of 2026 because it's a seasonal vaccine. The influenza CPT codes and reimbursements change every year. If you are new to practicing medicine or owning your own practice, you need to be aware that if you plan on providing the seasonal flu vaccine to patients, you need to make sure that your fee schedule is updated every year, no matter what, because like I said, they do change. You can also see the other covered vaccines by Part B, COVID-19, the pneumococcal, which is for pneumonia, hepatitis B, and then it goes into a little bit more information. Generally, like it says, they cover 106% of the ASP. If you're not familiar with what an ASP is, please check out the video I did not too long ago explaining the pricing on the reimbursement for medications, not just vaccines. But you can see they will pay 6% over the ASP. And if you get a sequestration taken out on your reimbursements, which most people do, it's more like a 3.8% markup over the 100%. So it would be 103.8%. Now, if we go down further, you can see that there is a section designated to seasonal influenza pricing. There is a link here if you wanted to get more information. However, if you wanted to look at the pricing for all of these different things, you just need to click these little hyperlinks and it will expand this page. We are only focusing on the seasonal influenza pricing for the 2025-2026 season. However, if you wanted to look at past seasons information, you can click here and it will expand and break it down further. So let me click on this and you will see on the far left column, these are the CPT codes that will be recognized during this year's seasonal flu billing. You will see the description of the CPT code, who the manufacturer is, the procedure name or vaccine, the type of vaccine. You know, they have trivalent, quadrivalent, preservative-free, ones with preservatives. And then you will see what the national payment allowance is for each CPT code. And again, the effective dates are reminding you here. You'll need to see which vaccines have been shipped to you if you have already received your batches. If not, you need to wait until you receive them unless you know which ones you are getting before you can update your fee schedule. The CPT code you will choose will be based on which manufacturer's vaccine you receive and which is specifically the ones that you have. So you see there's Fluad, trivalent, preservative-free from Seqirus, then you would bill the 90653 and establish your charges based on the reimbursement right here. Then you can come down here, you see that 90656 is used for all of these different variations. So there are manufacturers that made this specific CPT code vaccine that you would use. So whether it's a Seqirus, Sanofi, or GSK, you would see which one you have. If it's Afluria, Fluzone, or Fluarix, I am really bad at saying these, by the way, then you would decide that you need to bill out 90656 and establish the appropriate charge based off the allowed amount here. You just follow this all the way down. You can see there are quite a few options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 different CPT codes. And then you need to make sure that if it's a Medicare patient, you are using the correct administration code for the flu vaccine, which is G0008. You do not use 90417 CPT for administration to a patient who has Medicare insurance. Make sure that you're paying attention to that. There's also an administration code for when a flu shot is administered to a patient who is at home and not in the office, and you can read it right here. It has the description. You want to make sure you're billing as accurate as possible. Check this out. Make sure that you are going to be billing the right CPT codes. Make sure you're going to be billing high enough based on these allowed amounts. Remember, this is what Medicare reimburses. You could get higher reimbursement from commercial payers. Keep that in mind when you are deciding how much to bill out for the CPT code. And if you have the flu vaccines in your office already and you wish to start administering them, as long as you have the proper CPT code and charge amounts, you can do that because these are effective August 1st. One little note before I end this video is that there is a good possibility that the insurances have not updated their systems yet to recognize this new seasonal flu vaccine CPT codes and reimbursement amounts. So you could get delay in processing if that is the case, or you might get rejections or denials right away because they're not recognizing the new NDC codes that you will have affiliated with this new lot for this season. Keep that in mind. If you get any early denials or rejections when you start submitting, especially in August, early September, you might just want to hold out. You can call the insurance, find out if their system is updated after, of course, you do your due diligence and make sure that you're using the right CPT code, the correct NDC code in the correct format, and everything looks good there. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave that in the comments below. Smash the thumbs up button if today's video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share this with your colleague and get the word out that they have released the new prices for the 2025-2026 influenza vaccine season. Thank you for the support, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.